Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Little Norton. We're headed up to the shop because I forgot something. I forgot a piece of equipment that we absolutely need for today's work, and that is one of these. We do not have a windrower on the farm, so I completely forgot we need one of these. We've got, well, we're going and we're showcasing in this series the Kverneland and Vicon equipment pack. So really we have to go with the Andex 1304 Pro, except we're going to go for the Kverneland version of it. It is 52,500, and as you might notice, we have no money. So what we're going to do is we have got to borrow some cash. So this is the first time at this series we have had to borrow money. Hopefully we can make this back fairly quickly, but we'll see how we go. So we're going to buy that. We are going to get the Kverneland version of it. Requires 110 horsepower, so we're absolutely fine in the Fendt that we bought up here. And let's buy this. Actually, no, I'm going to lease this. That is going to be our cheaper way to go, because we're not going to use it that often. And that means we actually end up borrowing less money than I'd originally planned to do. So we can go and return the loan. It means we've only borrowed 5,000. That keeps the loan to the absolute minimum. And we're going to do something similar, I think, when we go to get the sugar beet. The sugar beet harvester will hire that rather than end up buying it, because it will be several 100,000 for us to buy it. Be a few tens of thousands for us to rent it, so that will work better. Yes, my tractor, before somebody puts in the comment, yes, my tractor does need a good clean, and we may see if we can get to that today, but we'll have to borrow some more money in order to get something to clean it with. So there is that as well, but we'll see how we go. You may have guessed the reason, though, why we have got this. And that is, of course, because these fields here have dried out. They've actually started growing again because we've moved across to summer. It's taken us a few days to get these done. But we do have hay in these fields, so we've got to get these rowed up. And this will take very, very little time with this. This is a pretty big windrower. I think I'd probably go with the smaller Coon if I was just trying to, to get a particularly one that fits this, because this is going to take no time to do this with this. So we'll put that down. I'm going to start a little bit down the field for this. There we go. Start it up. Now I haven't connected. Yeah. Connected the pipes, not connected the PTO. Starter up, and away we go. And the idea with starting a little bit into the field is so that I can come round and just loop back to there and get that sorted. But this is wider. I think this is doing. I think this is wider than our cutter was. So we're just going to go around here, get this done, and get this rowed up, ready for us to come around later and get the whole thing baled. We've got two fields to do, of course. We've got this field and we've got the field up at the sheep. So let's get this one done, and then we'll see where we are and go from there. So coming to the end of the field now, and we're going to lift this. And you can see how it lifts. It lifts the front set, then the back set. I really like that about this. Makes it a lot easier to avoid including a previously done row in your rowing. And just, makes things very, very nice and neat. And if you're going to a bit like this, then you can lift it and you won't get any of the previously rowed stuff. You'll turn it off while I'm doing maneuvers over existing rows, though, because that then gets a little bit funny. And then I'm just going to include, I'm going to re-row this bit and just include that extra little bit at the edge there, now that we can reach it all at once. Yep, like so. Leaves us a little bit further up. But you can see if I keep going forwards and lift. Oh, I didn't lift. Never mind. That all works very, very nicely. Now I'm going to lift it. And we'll take this. I turned it off rather than lifted it there. Which was not what I was trying to do. Sometimes it gets a little bit confusing on this keyboard. Because I'm still, despite the fact that I'm still not using, it's been a while since I've used my wheel. I'm still not 100% used to the whole keyboard setup. And still, you know, groping around for the keys a little bit. Right, let's start this back up. Down we go. We are going to end up including a little bit of the other rows in this because that was a little bit too tight. But look at the reach on this. That is fantastic. Right, and then lift here, and you can see that we can then row that last little bit. And we're all done. So that is this field done. We're going to get this folded up, head up to the top, and our other field of hay. And then once we've got both of these rowed up, we're going to get this baled, which should be good. I think forecast is still good. I don't think yet. We're still not expecting any more rain. So if we don't get this, if we get this rowed and baled today, then we're going to have the opportunity to get it picked up the next day, which is good news. Sometimes you have to rush these things and sometimes you're okay. We are okay at the moment. And that actually, I think, again, I was installing the wonders of doing 9-day seasons yesterday, or last time. Last game day. This actually is working perfectly for us. It's giving us enough time to get everything we want to do done in the amount of time we have for one of these videos. So yeah, let's get up to the sheep farm and get that field rowed up as well. Approaching our field, it looks like there's a big section of it actually that hasn't been, that hasn't dried out yet. So we're gonna have to just try and go around it, I think. Is that, no, that hasn't. There's a huge section of this field that hasn't dried out yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to row up half this field. We'll get a load of this field rowed up. We'll avoid the area where it hasn't dried out yet. That way we can be sure that we're going to get all of that done. But yeah, with any luck, well, it is a good hot drying day. So with any luck, what we'll do is we'll leave this tractor and we'll leave this windrower up here. And we should be able to get this field rowed up later, maybe if we're lucky. But it's a little bit odd that that part of the field was so much wetter than this, that it hasn't dried out yet. I was hoping it was going to do that overnight. I had seen after I recorded the last video that these fields had dried out, but and that patch hadn't. But yeah, it's still going a little bit longer. Maybe we TED it again, it will dry out. Yeah, you never know. And to be perfectly honest, we're probably better off getting these fields baled. Let's get this down and get started on rowing this field up. And yeah, then we'll be able to go and get our baler out and get these fields baled up as well. Just about got the pieces of the field that we can do done. I think we might have another couple of rows maybe. That's yeah, that's not an overly I think that's a bit wider than our pickup is on this. So let's, before we run into the hedge, and get this turned. Yeah, it's not a that's a little bit wider than our pickup will go to. So let's bring that back. And we can always merge this in, or we just go a little bit wider on here so that it makes it that much easier for us to pick up that next row. Should do fairly well. We have a lot of hay. this is very good news. We're going to keep this the hay that we've got up at this field. Vast majority of this is going to stay down here for our sheep. It's actually a bigger field than our other one, so I think I want to get it to be done down here. Well, I think we want to sort of maybe keep that last 20%, take that back down for the cows, and that, because the cows are just going to take so much more of this hay than the sheep are. But in general, this has just been a really good amount of hay. As I said, we are going to leave this windrower down here. I think we will park it off the side up here. Let's just get this last little bit. There we go. Turn it off, and we'll fold it up, and we're going to leave it down the bottom end of the field here, so that we can come and row this stuff up later. Once it's finally dried out. With this kind of drying day, I'm expecting that to happen today. Let's turn this off, so we're not doing stuff with the PTO. Perfect. And yeah, let's head back up to the farm, grab ourselves our baler, and we can start getting these fields of hay baled up. The only real work we'll do with our animals today is going to be giving some. It's actually going to be giving some hay to the cows. They are. Show you here. The cows are pretty good, but the one thing they have nothing of is hay. So, and they do need a bit of a clean out as well, to be honest. Sheep are pretty good as well, but similarly they could do with a hay bale. So we're going to be, once we've done our hay, the one thing that we are remaining on that we need to do is to get the hay fed to them, and then that sorts our animals out of it. And then, as somebody suggested in the comments last time, we might try to start to stagger the work that we do with our animals, so so that we end up doing work with the sheep one day and the cows another, simply just to keep variety going a little bit, and then possibly, as we're running 3-day seasons, ending up doing the third day of arable, or just doing the arable in the middle of those kind of things. So yeah, we might look to stagger those a bit, starting over the next few episodes. So looking to sort of set that up, make sure that we get all the feed for one animal one day and the other animal the next. Now that we're set up, that's the thing. It's being set up with all these feeds and everything. Having done that, then we're better off. There have been several suggestions about the carrots and things. So, for example, it sounds like we can take the carrot pallets directly to the feeding trough for the sheep and just have them unload into there, rather than unloading them into our bucket, which would be an absolute lifesaver if that's the possibility. So we might do that. We could possibly just completely fill up the sheep to start that staggering process today as well, if we have time. Oh, now this piece of kit, this is probably my favourite bit of kit from this DLC, from the Convernon DLC, is this fast baler, a round baler with a pre-chamber that just means you can continue going. You just, yeah, so long as you don't max out that front chamber, you're alright. And look at that, just really smooth, and wow, we're pumping bales out of here. That's 2 already. That's amazing. So yeah, we are going to get a really decent number of bales off this field. I am very happy with this. This is very good progress. So yeah, let's see how many bales we get off this field, get all of this baled up, and then we can go and do the top field as well. But this is all looking very promising. Last couple of rows to finish off, and we are in a great position here. We've I don't know how many bales we've produced so far, but I'm going to look at that in a moment. But the field itself has gone pretty smoothly. We've produced a lot of bales here. A lot of bales. This is really good. And really encouraging. If we've got this many off this field, then we're looking at getting a lot off the other field as well. It is a bigger field than this, as I said. And I think we might need a bale stacker to get all of this done quickly. Although, as I said last time, we have time. We may have time next time to get this all stacked up and do this manually, running the 9-day seasons. So yeah, that's pretty good. Especially if we're going to concentrate on getting some animal work done next time. But yeah, just such an efficient baler this. Really, really good piece of kit. Can we get one more bale off this field? Is there enough in this row? I don't know. I don't think there is. Looking at how much we have left. We've got a few little bits of bale left, little bits of hay left around the field. But I don't think that's going to be enough to finish this off either. So yeah, let's turn this off. And let's have a quick look, see how many bales we have accumulated here. 20 bales off this field. So that is a really good start. Really strong start for us. Getting 20 bales off here is going to keep our cows going for a good long while. And so let's just open up this. Oh, there we go. And now we'll head back up to the top field and we'll see. Well, I'll leave that gate for now. We will see exactly how many more bales we get off that one. Back up to field 22, and the grass in the bottom end hasn't dried yet. We're still a way off that, so we'll get the rest of this baled up, and then we'll see where that grass is at that point. Already we have the first bale coming out, based on the stuff we had left over from the previous field. I can only well, that other straw, that other grass drying out isn't absolutely fundamentally important to us, but it would be nice. It would be good to have this a nice big collection of hay bales off here from the get-go. But yeah, at the moment that's not happening. So I'm going to go around this field. I'm going to get this baled up. We'll see how many more bales we add on this, and we'll see how well we've done for the day. Just 4 rows left now, and we've already added 15 more bales. Make that 16 more bales, I think. Yep, there we go. There's 16. So yeah, we are heading for 40 bales off here, I think. To match up in total, well, 40 bales in total between our two fields. Really, really good amount of bales off these two. I am, yeah, very, very pleased with this. This is going to keep us going for a long while. I think I'm not going to use an auto stacker. We'll use the next game day. We're not expecting any rain, so we can use the next game day to get these picked up. 20 bales will do us quite well, especially if we've got to wait for that patch of grass there to do. I don't know if it's worth us trying to throw the tedder over that again, seeing if it has any effect. Because yeah, we really kind of want to get that grass to dry out. I might give it a quick throw over if we have time today, but it is 4:10 in the afternoon in game, and we kind of want to go and sort out our sheep and our cows. So yeah, we're going to go and grab a bale off here for our sheep, and then we're going to pop over to our main farm and grab a bale for our cows as well. Let's see, we'll probably have to grab a couple of bales for our cows, I think, which will kind of set the stage for how much we need to get. Let's see. There we go. We're going to get another bale off here. We may get another bale off here. Not that it matters too much because we still have quite a bit of field to bale up. But yeah, there we go. There is one more bale there. Grab some straggly bits that are kicking around. So lift that up. Just while we're heading back down the bottom end of this field, because there's quite a few bits down here that we can clear up. And ooh, might actually make, I don't know if it will, but it might make one more bale if we're lucky. Yeah, there's a few straggly bits here. We're up to just about 90%. Yeah, there we go. That's hit 90%. And we could take the edge off this here and then not have to row. May go around the edge of the field, but I think we're alright. 92% in total. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's pretty good. I think we'll turn that off here and up. And yeah, we can leave this tractor, I think, down at this farm here. We'll leave the baler down here, out of the way. And then we're going to come and bale up the rest of this later. So we'll unhook that, and leave that there. And then this can go in the shed over here. Yeah, there's a few straggly bits of hay about, but we should be okay. We can just park. In fact, I do have a job to do with this tractor in a minute. We want to get this this tanker back down to the main farm. So I'm going to do that with this in a minute. First, though, we're going to go and get ourselves. There we go. We need to go and get ourselves a hay bale and feed it to our sheep. So we'll park this here, turn that off, and head back this way. There we go. And I want the bale spike. So we actually do have a hay bale here still, anyway. So we'll go feed that to our sheep. I'm surprised. I thought we must have a very little left in that hay bale over here. So let's give that a try. Let's see what we've got in this hay bale. Uh, 3,000. Actually, we've got a fairly large hay bale here. Okay, so we're going to tip this, going to put this in with our sheep and feed them this. Don't want to drive along the road with a bale on the front like this. So we'll just go into here. I must have gone. Oh, I'll wait till I get some hay bales to feed them. Whereas I actually had a hay bale to feed them with. So that is good news. You can see where we're getting our bits from. I don't know if we're going to get much more wool off our sheep. We've done pretty well off the wool, off the sheep for the wool the first year. I'm being impressed by this breed. Right, and hay in. We've got quite a bit of grass over here. Wow, they are not taking much. Yeah, that has filled our sheep up with hay. Yeah, grass they are maxed out on. So that's an issue at the moment. Sugar beets and carrots and everything. But yeah, sheep are good. So let's go and put this bale back. I don't want to leave this bale out because when it does rain, it's going to be a problem. So sheep are trying to decide what to do on the crossing. I do like that causes all sorts of issues with the traffic. And then we'll bring this out here. There we go. And just drop this off. And we're going to go and do the same with the cows. I think the cows are going to take a darn sight more though. Oh. Come on. Can we get close enough to closes? Yeah, there we are. And just go park this out. Yeah, our sheep do not take much. We have got a little bit of fuel down here now for this tractor, should we need it, but I did refuel it when we were sorting the stuff out from the end of last time. Let's put that actually somewhere out of the way. Like that. Right. And with that done, let's go jump in our other tractor and get this lot back down to our main farm. Because, yeah, that is where we need to be to go and do the rest of our work. Back at the farm, and I think we're just going to put the tanker in this section here. It's a good place to store it around the back of the shed. So we'll just plonk this around the back of here. I did park it against the back of the shed last time, but we can just leave it here. Good little area to put this. Might be quite good to maybe put a spray shed or something like that. Build that at the back of the shed is a possibility. Just sort of hide things from the road a little bit. We also need to put in a pressure washer in somewhere. I might put it next to those 2 water IBCs. I think that would be a good place for it. I think we at the moment, well, we've got a £5,000 loan, of course. So I want to avoid having to borrow any more money. Let's quickly jog round and into the main farm, because around here we have this tractor that we're going to put a bale spike on. And I think we might put the big bale spike on it, see if we can pick up a couple of bales. We need to give our cows a clean out as well, actually. Drop that off. And before I go get the big bale spike, I'm going to put the weight on. That up. Yeah, the big bale spike will easily get 2 bales on. I think we're going to need 2 bales in order to do this. Right, there we go. Select the right bit so that we can angle it. And yeah, I wouldn't want to drive down the road with this on the front, but it's perfectly good enough for us to drive around here. It's a neat bit of kit, this. I think looking at this, we probably want to get a 6-stack bale stack, although there's a bigger one that we could get as well now that got released on the mod hub recently. And I think that would just be an easier way for us to do things. My only concern is, well, actually it's not really a concern, because we could stack them and then we could bring them to the barn, unload the stacker, and then use that, and then use this to put them into the barn. That would work really well. There we go. So how many bales have we created in total so far? It is 39. 1 bale shy of 40 bales. That's unfortunate. I'm surprised that we created we only created 19 bales off that other field. I thought we were going to create more. We're within a stone's throw of creating another bale. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. I think we should go and see if we can get. I'm trying to think. I think the bigger bale stacker does stacks of 12, if I remember correctly. So we might have a look at that on the mod hub, see if that's any use to us. But these 2 bales now, we're going to take these around and go and feed them to the cows. Which will make them better. I might go and see if I can run the tedder over that other field. See if that moves it along, or whether, well, we'll see where we are next game day, and then we'll see if we need to ted it again. I'm hoping, it having been a pretty good drying day today. Yeah, it's not been too bad. Next day is going to be a really good drying day first thing. So worst case is, after we've done our field work that we need to do next time, we need to do some fertilizing and some herbicide, I think. After we've done that, we should be in a good position. We do need to clean these guys out first. So let's just drop hay bale. There's one. They're taking all of that, unsurprisingly. And 2. They're not going to take all of that. They have taken over half of it though. So we'll take this back to our shed, get this under cover. Probably worth actually leaving that in here. Haven't thought of that before. We could just leave this bale on the side here. So we come back to it later and we know that this is a half bale. Like so. And that we can use that. And then we're just going to get the shovel quickly and or the bucket and clear the rest of this off. Yeah, I think getting something that we can even the smaller stacker, would be useful to us. That off. And this on. And yeah, the plan next time will be the sheep should be okay for a day. The cows, I think, well, yeah, I need to work this out. I need to work out which we're going to do first. I don't want to leave either of them sort of right down to the wire. There we go. So, let's get this done and dusted. Yeah, clearing up nicely. And should all go into the cows because it all came out. And that is good. So that is the cows cleaned out. The sheep doing well. We've got most of our hay baled, which is good. So we've got that to collect up next time with a load of spraying that needs doing as well. But yeah, I think that is as good a place as any for us to finish for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.